Iran's streets are once again at the center of history. As 2026 begins, mass protests triggered by economic collapse have grown into the most serious challenge the Islamic Republic has ever faced. To understand why this moment feels so explosive, you have to zoom out and trace how Iran has lived through repeated cycles of reform, repression, revolution, and regime change for more than a century. This story begins in the early 1900s. At the turn of the 20th century, Iran was caught in two battles at once. Externally, Britain and Russia treated it as a pawn in their imperial great game, carving the country into spheres of influence. Internally, Iranians were demanding limits on royal power. In 1905, protests over sugar prices sparked what became the Constitutional Revolution. By 1906, Iran had its first parliament and constitution, a radical moment for the region. But the experiment didn't last. Foreign interference, internal divisions, and military pressure crushed the constitutional movement by 1911. The constitution survived on paper, but democracy did not. Out of this chaos emerged a strong man. In 1921, Reza Khan, a military officer, marched into Tehran. By 1925, he had ended the Qajar dynasty and crowned himself Reza Shah, founding the Pahlavi monarchy. His rule focused on centralization, nationalism, and rapid modernization, railways, schools, universities, and a secular legal system. But political freedom was sacrificed. Iran was modernizing, but from the top down. World War II reshaped Iran again. In 1941, Allied forces forced Reza Shah to abdicate over fears he was too close to Nazi Germany. His son, Mohammad Reza Shah, took the throne. The young Shah faced immediate challenges. In the early 1950s, Iran briefly returned to democratic politics under Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh, who nationalized Iran's oil industry. That moment ended abruptly in 1953 when a CIA and MI6-backed coup removed Mossadegh and restored the Shah's authority. For many Iranians, this became a defining trauma, proof that foreign powers would block Iranian democracy if it threatened their interests. The Shah ruled for another 25 years. His White Revolution in the 1960s introduced land reform, women's voting rights, and literacy programs. Iran grew richer during the oil boom of the 1970s, but inequality widened, dissent was crushed, and the secret police silenced opposition. Economic modernization raced ahead, political legitimacy lagged behind. By 1978, the system collapsed. Protests swept the country. In January 1979, the Shah fled. A month later, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini returned from exile. The Islamic Revolution replaced monarchy with clerical rule, promising justice, independence, and dignity. But the Islamic Republic soon hardened into another authoritarian system. Over 4 decades, the regime built powerful security forces, crushed reform movements, and expanded its influence across West Asia. Yet unrest never disappeared. Each wave of protests in 1999, 2009, 2017, 2019, and the Women Life Freedom movement of 2022 chipped away at its authority. Ordinary Iranians increasingly ignored state controls, from dress codes to censorship. Now, in 2026, Iran stands at another turning point. The economy is collapsing, the currency has cratered, and thousands have been killed or detained as the protests spread nationwide. At the same time, the regime is weaker than ever. Its regional allies are diminished, its military infrastructure damaged, and its aging supreme leader faces an uncertain succession. History shows a pattern. Iran repeatedly experiments with change, only to see it derailed by foreign intervention, elite power struggles, or repression from within. Each regime promises renewal. Each eventually loses legitimacy, What makes this moment different is that many Iranians are no longer asking who should rule next, but what kind of system should exist at all. After more than a century of revolutions and reversals, Iran's future once again hangs in the balance, somewhere between the unthinkable and the inevitable. With Farhan Khan, Bureau Report, India Today Global.